The Secret Story of the Emerald City Before Dorothy. Long before a girl named Dorothy followed the yellow brick road, there was another story happening in the magical land of Oz. A story about friendship, differences, and discovering who you really are. This story comes from the musical Wicked, inspired by the book Wicked, The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West, written by Gregory Maguire. In this version of Oz, we meet a girl named Elphaba. She is smart, brave, and has bright green skin. Because of that, she sometimes feels like she does not belong. But she has something very special, a powerful, kind heart. Then she meets Glinda, who loves sparkles, popularity, and everything pink. At first, they could not be more different. But little by little, they become friends. Together, they travel to the shining Emerald City, hoping to meet the great wizard and make their dreams come true. The city glows with green light. Tall towers stretch into the sky, and magic seems to be everywhere. This story became even more famous when it was turned into a Broadway musical in 2003, created by composer Stephen Schwartz, writer Winnie Holtzman, and producer Mark Platt. People all over the world have watched this story come to life on stage. But when Elphaba and Glinda finally reach the Emerald City, they discover something unexpected. Not everything there is as wonderful as it seems. Elphaba must choose what is right, even if it means standing alone. And that is how her journey begins. The journey that will one day make her known as the Wicked Witch, but not in the way people expect. Because her story reminds us that being different can be a strength, and doing the right thing matters more than fitting in. And somewhere in that glowing Emerald City, her adventure is still waiting to be imagined. Remember, sometimes the most magical stories are the ones that show us who we really are. And that brings us back to the journey through the Emerald City. From the very beginning of Elphaba and Glinda's story, we saw two very different people learning how to understand each other. Elphaba, who often felt like she didn't belong because of her green skin and strong sense of justice, and Glinda, who seemed confident and popular on the outside, but still had to discover what real friendship, courage, and responsibility truly mean. As they traveled toward the shining Emerald City, they stepped into a world filled with wonder, glowing towers, and endless possibility, but also hidden truths and life-changing choices. The city looked bright and powerful, yet the story underneath it was far more complex than it first appeared. Now, in the LEGO Wicked Wall art set, that world is brought to life in brick form. But what makes it even more exciting is something you don't see right away. Hidden inside a special compartment within the set are figures connected to the original Wizard of Oz story. These include Dorothy, along with her loyal dog Toto, and her unforgettable companions, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion. They are carefully tucked away as part of the design, waiting to be discovered, like a secret hidden inside the world of Oz itself. Alongside the Emerald City and the Wicked storyline, these characters remind us that all of these journeys are connected. Elphaba and Glinda's story and Dorothy's adventure with her friends are different paths through the same magical land, each showing bravery, heart, intelligence, and hope in their own way. As you build the set, it becomes more than just wall art. It feels like uncovering a hidden part of the story. Every section you complete brings you closer to a world where different characters, different journeys, and different choices all exist together. And that's what makes this set so special. It doesn't just show the Emerald City. It brings together the stories, the friendships, and the hidden connections that make Oz feel alive. Because in Oz, even the hidden pieces have a story to tell, and every story is part of something bigger.